Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome. This is the Rockstar Coach. I am here with your love and relationships reading. This is a general reading for Sagittarius, wherever that falls in your birth chart. And as a reminder, I do offer personal readings. So if you are interested in that, there is a link in my bio. If you have ordered, all of them have been sent. So if you don't see it in your email, go ahead and check your junk folder, as sometimes they like to get stuck there. So, and thank you so much for all of your support, Sagittarius. I really appreciate it. All of your orders and your tips and your comments, your likes and your subscriptions. I really appreciate it. So let's get into your reading. Today, I am using the Spirit Animal Oracle, Work Your Light Oracle, the Soul's Journey, and of course, the Power of Surrender. And I just wanted to let you know that before your reading, I was led to move this beautiful bouquet of flowers from another place on my desk to right in front. And to me, this is saying beauty. This is saying commitment. This is saying love, even marriage. So this is a really beautiful symbol. And I can't wait to see what the cards say for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. I love fresh flowers. And they were from my best friend's wedding. And so that probably also is why I'm feeling a lot of love and strength in relationships. Okay. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And then freedom. Scorpio got this as well. This says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So you, Sagittarius, you're being, it's like you've grown up. It's like you have decided, you know what? Instead of being so rigid and like holding my ground no matter what, like holding my stance and not being movable, not being flexible, I'm going to see the other person's side here. So it feels like you're taking a step to kind of be a little more agreeable, and not at all that you are going to be a pushover, but it feels like you're starting to understand that you don't always have to, like, there's not always a right and a wrong. It sometimes is just a difference, right? You can do things differently than someone else. They can do things differently than you or see things differently. And it's not that it's wrong. It's just a different perception based on the experiences of their life and of your life. So it feels like you're starting to lighten up a little bit. And maybe, this is another symbol of these flowers. It's like, these buds start out really tight. And it's not that they're not beautiful in that form. They are. But how much more beauty is there when they open up and they grow and they find that light and love from the outside, and they're able to receive love as well, right? Because when we are so tight and we are so rigid in our stance, we do this in our relationships. And this just feels like you are understanding that there is no way that you're going to find peace and fulfillment and true, perfect love if you don't try to give a little and see the other person's perspective. So it's time to do that. And you are opening up. You are learning to look at the other side as well, and to be open to listen, right? Because sometimes it's not just seeing things from somebody else's perspective, it's listening. So to me, this also is about communication. You are stepping into a more agreeable time of communicating where you're open to listening and hearing somebody else's side, so that it's not just well, it's my way or the highway. And this can not only be in friendships, business relationships, family, and love relationships. Like, I'm really feeling this also with children. So I feel like you're kind of lightening up, those of you that are parents, really lightening up around your children and understanding that they are their own person. They are their own soul, and they have their own journey. They have their own purpose, and it's not the same as yours. And you don't have the right to impose your own purpose for them on them, because they have their own. They were born with it. They came here with it. And I know that that may be hard to hear for some of you, Sagittarius, but this really is an opening of, it's freedom for you. And that's where this comes in. It's freedom for you to understand, when you let people be who they are, you get to be who you are. And everybody gets to be happy. There doesn't have to be this tug or this push and pull. It can simply be, instead of this, it can be this. So this feels really, really good. You are really maturing in your thought process and in your own relationships, and it really is showing you the freedom for yourself and others. It's a really beautiful energy, Sagittarius. Good for you. Bravo. Well, 2 wanted to come out right away. It's always so interesting to me, the cards that are repeat cards in the different readings for the different signs. We have 12 signs, and there are 40 and 50 plus cards in each of these decks. And it's always interesting to me how many cards we get on repeat in the different signs. Like, we got the Freedom card. We got both of these cards in other readings. So it's very obvious that the energies are very similar. So, time for a deep dive. And now is a lucky time. So, going back to this empathy and going back to this maturity that you are stepping into, the openness that you're stepping into, this realization, it's coming from you going deep. It's coming from you saying, okay, things aren't going so well the way that I've been doing them thus far, the way that I've been handling things, the way that I've been handling these relationships. So let me try something else. What do I need to do? And this is what you start with, is a deep dive. Going in and looking at yourself. What do I need to change about myself? How can I shift? And then, what needs to shift in my relationships? Because relationships are a two-way street. They involve 2 or more people. So it's not just you, but it does start with you. Because we don't know that everyone else is going to take a look at themselves first. So we have to be sure that we're doing this for ourselves. Now is a lucky time. Sagittarius, you are on the verge of something really, really good. Good things are coming in for you. Go deep. Go deep in your relationships. And I'm feeling like this is a time too for you to evaluate the relationships in your life. Are there some relationships that you need to step away from? Are there some relationships that you need to step into? Are there some relationships that you need to let go of the reins and not necessarily say goodbye to the person, or persons, but allow them to breathe. Allow the freedom to come into your relationship. Allow that energy of freedom to come into those relationships and see things just really lighten up and open up and blossom, right? Blossom and bloom. And again, lucky time, we could be going back to this, these flowers of love and commitment. So let's see if we get anything else around that. Spirit, is there anything around commitment and love and relationships for Sagittarius? Okay. Yes. Well, there you go. Just say yes. So some of you are going to be getting a proposal. Wow, that's really cool. How fun is this? And so this is a time for you to, this is a time where, you're going to be stepping into a very new world, Sagittarius. You may have never experienced this in your life before. And so it is time. It's time to go deep and make sure that the people in your life and the relationships in your life are healthy. And make sure that you are open to seeing both sides of a situation, because a marriage or a commitment absolutely takes that. If you don't have that, it's going to be a real rough ride. So some of you Sagittarians you're getting a proposal, and some of you may be making the proposal. It's a just say yes. Yes, do it. Do it. And you know who you are. You know if you're in the right relationship. Don't say yes to the wrong thing, but you know if you're in the right one. And then starseed, what lights you up? So that going deep, what lights you up? In those relationships, what makes you feel whole? What makes you feel excited? What is it that really lights you up in those relationships? Have more of that. Seek more of that. And I'm going out on a limb here because it's coming through that freedom is what is going to be lighting you up. Giving and receiving the freedom in relationships is really the thing that lights you up. It's the freedom to be yourself and the freedom that you give others to be their self. Really, really good and super exciting, Sagittarius. I love that. All right, let's pull your last cards here for the power of surrender. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to surrender or surrender to when it comes to love and relationships? Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Surrender to inner peace. I mean, this is just so perfect. It's so perfect for what has come through thus far. When you open yourself up, when you embrace that freedom, and when you give that freedom, you are going to have inner peace. There is no reason to be so rigid and closed that your relationships are a battlefield, that they are a struggle, that they are a point of tension, that they give you anxiety, or that you feel all balled up in your stomach. Relationships are to learn. And if you're feeling that way, it's time to make a change, because peace is freedom. So surrender to that inner peace. Whatever you need to do, whatever shifts and changes you need to make in order to let go of all of this and open up and soften and just relax into the relationship, the peace. Like, allow yourself to be at peace. Surrender to divine timing, right? That just say yes. Like, surrender to divine timing. Not everything is going to happen when we want it to or when we think it should. So just relax. You know, even in this reading, some of you may be thinking, oh, good, I'm going to get the proposal, or I need to do it right now. Wow, it didn't really feel like it was the right time. Because it's probably not. Allow yourself the freedom. Allow the relationship, the freedom to flow. You will know when the right time is. So again, stop doing this. Stop trying to control the relationship. Let things flow and go in the direction that they are going, in a positive light, in a positive way, when it's a healthy relationship, and let things work themselves out on their own. It doesn't mean that you don't need to make changes and you know, encourage others to do the same in a very loving way. However, we don't need to put pressure on ourselves, nor, Sagittarius, do you want to put pressure on someone else or force the hand of someone else. Because if you're in a relationship and you're looking for that proposal, or you're looking for the right time to propose, if the other person is not ready for it, it's not the right time. And you know if they are or not. You know in your heart if they are or not. So just let it happen organically. And it will happen. If it's right, it's going to happen. Surrender resentments. And this comes when you're trying to control things. When you're too balled up, you can resent other people. You can resent their action or non-action. So I'm going to read this card. It says, holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. Yeah, this is that, going back to the very beginning, the empathy and the freedom. When you surrender your resentments, when you allow yourself to forgive, when you allow yourself the freedom by forgiving others and surrendering, letting go of those resentments, you are going to allow yourself the inner peace, and you're going to allow the other person to have the freedom to express themselves in a way that they really want to. There is so much love here for you, Sagittarius, and it feels like you have not been open to receiving that love because you've been like this. So like these flowers, open up. Allow yourself to soften and receive the love that others want to give you. It is there for you. It's not even coming your way. It's right there. It's in front of you. People want to be in relationship with you, Sagittarius. They want to have good family relationships. They want to be close friends. They want to have a long-term committed relationship with you that is healthy. So whether you're in one now or you're not in one, they want to be in a healthy one with you. So let go of that rigidness, surrender your resentments, be open to understanding others and seeing their side, and allow it to flow the way that it is meant to flow. And it is beautiful, Sagittarius. It is so beautiful. Allow yourself this, and you will find total freedom, and you will be amazed. You will truly be amazed at the transformation of your relationships when you do this. Beautiful, beautiful reading, Sagittarius. I'm so happy and excited for you. I can't wait to read the comments. Come back to this when you propose or get proposed to, for those of you that that's happening for. And let me know how these relationships go. Let me know what happens when you lighten up and open up, because it truly is for your best and your highest and greatest good. The universe wants to give this to you, so just open up and receive it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your likes and definitely helping me grow my channel with all of your subscribes and shares. I so appreciate it. Next up on the list, I've got an energy clearing coming up for love and relationships. A lot of energy has moved to the surface during these readings. And then following that, I'm feeling led to do another general reading for mid-July to mid-August. So stay tuned. Until next time, Sagittarius, take care.